So you made it out alive then. And what's your name? Right. And what are you actually doing here? Oh, right. So you thought you could just join the crew? As if I would just let you, like I just let anybody join. Well, we have actually let Joey join, and well, Joey's a little bit slow, so anyway. Well, you did nearly drown. We fished you out. Yeah. We didn't even need a big rope or anything. We just used a fishing net. A tiny fishing net. Yeah. So, if you do want to join, what skills do you have to offer? Think of this like your interview. Yeah. So go on then. Let's hear it. I've got your name already, thanks. But we could probably pick you a new one. Usually we have something to make us sound scary, you know. Or, well, come to think of it, Frank Flower. That's not that scary, is it? He chose it, not me. But we let him have it because his missus died. Yeah. Poor sod. Anyway, so, probably pick something scary. You can't have that, that's already taken. Alright, how about... well, since we fished you out with a tiny fishing net, how about Baby Shark? I mean, when you work your way up the ranks, we'll give you a scarier name. How about that? I mean, sharks are kind of scary. Although, on the island that we're going to, they do actually eat them. Yeah. Oh, we're going to rob them. Yeah, the people that eat sharks. I know, it sounds kind of dumb when you say it out loud, but we can be scary. Right. So that's the name sorted out. Oh, this isn't me letting you in, by the way. I'm just seeing what would happen if you were to join our crew. Great. So, can you do anything special? Like hit a perfect bullseye with your eyes closed? Can you at least do a cartwheel with one arm? No? Okay, well, that's not a good start, is it? Maybe we could just try you... Well, you can't swim, so that's not good, is it? Okay. Are you any good at writing? Well, most of us can't spell. I can spell. Kind of. But maybe you would be useful, but not in the way that you would think. Okay. Since you can read as well, can't you? Great. Okay. Well, usually we just draw pictures, you know. That does quite well. Although it did accidentally cause a bit of a war at one point, so, you know, it sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't. Alright, well, since you fancy yourself a bit of a writer, we need to get somebody else in to make sure you can, because we can't read, so. But we'll walk that plank when we come to it. Okay. Right, let's have a look at you then. Have you ever been in a fight? No. Okay. I was just going to punch you in the face just then, but I actually held back because I felt sorry for you. So I'm not going to do that. But what we will do is we'll get you to have a bit of a tumble outside with one of the lads. And, well, we'll see what you can do. You've never been in a fight, so you don't know if you can fight. Right. I'm looking to see if you've got any nasties on you. Since we fished you out the sea, there's these little sea bugs that have been causing havoc, really, on the crew. They get in your ear, usually. They get in your ear and they worm their way in. And they burrow into your brain. And then you die. Yeah, so, you know, just want to make sure. Just gonna check. They're really small. That's why I've got this magnifying glass, obviously. You don't look unwell. Do you feel unwell? Do you feel dumber than usual? Okay, well that's a good sign. Our boy Charlie had one. Well, you can probably tell because, I mean, if you spoke to him. Yeah. So, we are kind of in the market for a new crew member. Okay. No nasties in that one. Let me check this one. You seem fine. No, I can't write. I'm drawing a picture to let everybody know that you've been medically cleared by me. Alright. Now here is a really important question, okay? What is your drink of choice? Good. If you hadn't have said rum, I think we would have had to throw you overboard. And you know, you had quite a promising future here, so that's a relief. Okay. Now I'm going to need you to drink this. It's a bit of an initiation, okay? You may pass out. Oh, it's a bit old. We'll just say that it's aged. Okay, drink up. How do you feel? You better not puke on my floor. Or my boots. No puking on the boots. Right. Okay. Well, baby shark. That's pretty good so far. What am I going to do about your hair? You might need a haircut. Because them little sea bugs I was telling you about earlier, they do like to cling to the hair and then they crawl their way into your ear, and that's when they like burrow, like. So, yeah. We may have to cut that. No, we don't have a ship barber. I cut everyone's hair. And what about it? They look good. They like their hair, they told me. Alright, well hold still, we haven't got a lot of options, okay? Most of the crew are half blind. At least I've got 2 working eyes. Have you seen the amount of eye patches on the ship? Alright. Now, I'll be honest, it's not going to be anything special, okay? It will grow back. And I'll probably have to cut it again, but it will grow back. It is looking a bit of a mess, so. Right. You know what? That's not half bad. Maybe I've unlocked a skill I didn't know I had. Or maybe it's just practice, you know. Okay. Do you want it longer at the back? I'm going to give you a little bit of an option, since we're doing quite well. Okay, I'll leave the back. Get this out of the way. Yeah, well last week one of our lads got eaten by an octopus. Yeah, you don't really think it's going to happen until it happens. Pretty sure they ate through their butt. Poor sod. Imagine getting eaten by an arse. Don't fancy it. Okay. Well, that's the best I can do. We don't have any mirrors on the ship, but I could describe what you look like if you want. Okay. Pretty much just giving you a bit of a, I don't really want to call it a fringe, but something. And the sides are shorter and the back I've left. I could braid the back if you want. Okay, we'll leave it as it is. Alright. Well, since you've gone to extreme lengths, such as having your hair cut, and we've given you a silly name, I would say you can join. But we do have rules here. Somewhere. I've written them down somewhere. Well, rule number 1 is there always has to be somebody awake on the ship. Just in case of, like, you know, invaders or whatever. I mean, we don't really have anything worth stealing. We are the thieves, so we don't usually get much trouble. But yeah, there's probably a couple more. Oh, clean up after yourself. And that's it. Okay, well, welcome aboard. One of the lads will show you to your bunk. No, this is my office. Yeah. So you definitely can't stay in here. That's it. Okay. Well, go and have a look around. Make yourself well acquainted with the lads, and I will finish up my drawings.